guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is the first time coming across my video, you're highly and wonderfully welcome. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 19 scenarios that we actually think is normal but are considered illegal in Germany. And without too much talking, let's just get right into today's video. Number 1 on my list is going to be jaywalking. Jaywalking is actually considered illegal in Germany. If maybe you're just relocating to Germany or you've not been here for long, when the pedestrian light is actually red, you are expected to wait, especially when there are kids around, because this is actually a crime in Germany and you can get a fine for it. You can even get a lawsuit out of it if it results, or if the whole process of you crossing the road when it was red results to like an accident or something dramatic. But we don't pray for all that. But basically, crossing the road when it's red, it's actually an illegal act in Germany. Number 2, recycling mistake. Now, Germany is a very sustainable country. When you want to trash out your bin or your trash, you're actually expected to separate them. So you're expected to separate paper from plastic from rest. So rest is basically food, garbage, whatever is remaining from paper, and plastic goes in the rest trash. And when you don't do this, you can actually get a fine, or you can actually be sent the bill for, so they'll ask someone else to like separate your trash, and then you get the bill for this person's service that was rendered for separating your trash, which is actually quite expensive and is not what you want. In most cases, when you move into an apartment in Germany, you actually get like a document or a paper, or sometimes if you check your house contract, it's actually written on it that you're expected to sort out your trash. If it's not written on it, then it's more like a traditional stuff you're expected to do. So sure, you try as much as possible to separate your trash, okay? Number 3, driving on the middle lane when you're on the autobahn. So autobahn basically translates to the highway. Most times the highway is divided into 3 major parts. So you have like the right lane, the middle lane, and the left lane. The right and the middle lane are expected for use when there's an emergency, or when you as a driver want to overtake a particular driver, maybe it's too slow, or for some reason you just feel like overtaking, then you use the middle lane. Or if the middle lane is also occupied, you use the left lane to overtake. But you are not expected to constantly remain on the middle lane or the left lane driving, because these, like I already said, are meant for emergencies, and it actually can result to you getting a fine if you are on the middle lane with no expectation or with no foreseen reason for that you want to overtake or you don't want to overtake. So next time when you're on the autobahn, make sure you only go to the middle and the left lane when you want to overtake. If not, stick to the right lane, okay? Number 4 on my list is going to be wearing a face mask or any face covering during a protest. I mean, it's self-explanatory already. The government or the security system want to ensure that when you're partaking on the protest or you're airing your voice, they should be able to identify you. It makes so much sense, especially in our today's society where you have a lot of crimes going on in gatherings or big gatherings. So I think this is a very important law, that if you are coming out to protest for a cause, for a reason, for whatever the case may be, that you don't have a face mask, you don't have anything hiding your identity from the public or from the police, so you are easily identifiable in case of an emergency or in case of any situation at all. Number 5, this is actually quite silly, but pillow fights. Pillow fights are actually considered illegal in Germany because a pillow is considered a passive weapon, because you can actually harm someone with a pillow. You can strangle someone to death with a pillow. While strangling, you use your hand, but you can suffocate someone with a pillow. You can hit someone very hard with a pillow. So hitting someone with a pillow is actually considered illegal in Germany. Even though you might think, oh, we're just having fun, we're just playing or whatever, it's illegal. You're inflicting pain onto someone else, and it's considered illegal in Germany, and you can actually get a fine for it. A word is enough for the wise, okay? Number 6, making noise after 10 p.m. So in Germany, we have a rule that between 10 and 6 a.m. you are expected to actually make minimal to no noise. So it consists of you reducing your voice when making phone. Me, if I was to record a video, I would need to record a video after past 10. What's it called? Turning down the volume of your TV, your music. If you play instruments, keep it to the next day. Basically, as noise free as possible, because noise pollution is actually not tolerated in Germany, and you can actually get fined for it. Your neighbor can call the police on you. You can actually be taken to the police station in worst case. So if you're coming to Germany, know that there is a rule that basically regulates the Ruhezeit called the quiet time. Ruhezeit means quiet time in Germany. Between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. you are expected to be as quiet as possible, so the public, the neighbors, the environment can get some rest from the noise. Okay? Number 7, walking on bicycle lane. Oh my gosh, like this is almost like standard. I also do it, but I try to be conscious about it. When you are going for a Spaziergang, for a walk, or you're just walking with people, and what's it called, the pedestrian road is already filled, and you just think, okay, let me just walk on the bicycle lane, especially when it's marked as a bicycle lane, so it's painted red, there is a bicycle sign on it, or it's clearly visible that it's meant for bicycles to ride on, then you're committing a crime. You can actually get a fine for it. If a bicycle driver was to hit you on a bicycle lane, it's clearly going to be your fault, because it's just like I going to stand in the middle of the autobahn and a car hits me. I'm expecting them to charge the car for murder. No, I went to invade their space, basically, right? So walking on bicycle lane is actually illegal in Germany, and you can get a fine for it. Okay, don't say you weren't told. Number 8, riding, driving, taking public transport without a ticket. Now, the Germany system is built in a way that the money you buy from this, the money you pay for tickets and stuff, are actually the money that goes into the building, the repairing, the payment. So when you don't buy your tickets to enter public transportation, you are actually considered a criminal, because you're stealing from the government. Okay, you can get a fine for this, and in repeated case or repeated occurrences, so when you have done it 3-4 times and they have kept record for it, it can actually be a disadvantage to you in terms of renewal of resident permits, renewal of whatever documents you want to get done, and you can actually go to the prison for not riding with a valid ticket or transportation ticket in Germany, and that's not what you want. So next time you're taking the bus, the train, the whatever, anything, make sure you have a transport ticket. If you cannot afford the 49 euros monthly ticket, you can easily get a singular ticket for 2-3 euros to take for that trip that you want to take. It's better than you riding without a ticket. Okay, you don't want to be referred to as Schwarzfahrer, which personally I think is a racist word. But the last on our list today is going to be calling official offensive name. When you insult officials, when you go out your way to make officials feel uncomfortable, you can be actually considered a criminal. Who is Germany? What is Germany? Germany are the officials you see. So if you're not treating the official respectfully, you are considered a criminal, because you're technically a danger to the society and to Germany at large, and you will be persecuted for it. Okay, you get a fine, you go to prison, and it's actually illegal. All this stuff I've mentioned are things that we normally would do in our day-to-day life, like mixing trash, walking on bicycle lane, crossing the traffic light even though it's red, what is it called, insulting maybe a police officer, maybe not outrightly loud, but if it's like, if someone can back the claim that you did it, it's a crime. Okay, so be careful out there, and just be conscious about your environment. Not everything is racist. Sometimes it's just their belief, culture, rules and regulation that you might not be aware about. But I hope I've been able to enlighten you a bit with my video, and I'll see you guys on my next sit down videos. Okay, mwah. Bye.